friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about the L'Oreal Faux Brow what's it called? Faux Brow Tint Pen. I saw this on Instagram actually. It's like been a popular product and then you couldn't get it in Canada, but it recently became available on Amazon Canada, so I bought it. It was about $16, and I think it comes in about 5 different shades. The interesting thing about this particular brow product is it is kind of like a two-pronged, sort of like a felt tip pen situation. So it looks like a little skewer, like a little like barbecue two-prong fork thing. And those felt ends are quite flexible, so they really like move with your skin. And the point of them is so that you can draw hair-like strokes. It is what I have in my eyebrows today, and I actually recorded the very first time I ever used it, so that'll be the testing footage that you see here in a minute. And I even saved the box so I could show it to you and hold it up and be like, look, I bought this. Something interesting I find on the packaging is that it says up to 2-day brow tint. I don't know what that means, because I find it comes off easily with regular makeup remover, so does that just mean you're not supposed to wash your face for 2 days, or you just leave? I don't know what the 2-day brow tint thing means, but it says it. And I have mine in the shade Light Brunette. We're trying brunette eyebrow shades again because my blonde has grown out so far that I think the blonde eyebrow colors are a little too light now. Taking just like a really quick look at it on the L'Oreal website, it says, achieve your dream brows with the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Faux Brow Eyebrow Pen. This innovative pen features a unique double brush tip that draws twice the number of hair-like strokes, allowing you to create naturally full, defined brows with ease. It's waterproof and sweatproof, ensuring your flawless brow look lasts up to 2 days. Precise double-tip brush creates natural hair-like strokes for fuller brows, drawing twice the amount compared to single-tip pen. Ultra-thin ink formula glides smoothly, filling gaps and shaping brows. Waterproof, sweatproof, and heatproof. Natural-looking brows achieve perfectly natural brows available in 5 shades to match your brow hair. Long-lasting, up to 2 days, semi-permanent, ultra-thin ink, so you can be confident that your brows will stay in place all day. And versatile brow pen and freckle pen. Ooh, freckle. I didn't even think of that. Create natural-looking defined brows and realistic faux freckles, all with one precise pen. So what I will say about this brow product is that there's definitely a learning curve. When you go to use it, you're supposed to shake it. You can hear the little shaky thing in it. You have to be very light on your skin. You have to barely touch your face with it, to the extent that I couldn't even feel it making contact sometimes. Or else you're going to end up with like strokes that are too thick, in my opinion. They don't look hair-like, at least not with my hair. I felt like they looked like they were too much. So very light, very like barely touch your face. So this is definitely not like most people friendly, I think, in the sense that you're gonna probably have to play with it a little bit and figure out how to use it for you, because it's definitely not a one and done, first time a go type situation. It's quite, there's a learning curve. That basically describes it. I also find it takes longer than the other way that I fill my brows in, which is pretty much just like using the brow pencil and just like messily filling in my eyebrows and then brushing it out with the spoolie just to create shades, because I have fairly sparse eyebrows, but they're not the sparsest. You know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of somewhere in the middle of like sparse to medium. So I don't need a ton of hairs, but I definitely do need more hairs than I have naturally. The way that I usually do it, just filling in my eyebrows with the Brow Wiz and then, you know, rubbing it in with the spoolie. I agree that it's not really the most natural way if you get a good look at me, but most people aren't looking at my face that close because stay away from me. However, this creates a much more natural look because it creates hairs, right? So if someone is going to be that close to you, this is probably the way to go because it looks more like you just have naturally full hairs. Especially on, if I like a day like today, right? I have very minimal makeup on. What do I have on? A lip product, powder, mascara, and this, and a clear eyebrow gel, of course. That's all I have on. So when my makeup is more minimal, more natural, this is going to help make my eyebrows look less done, right? It's going to make them look more naturally perfected rather than I filled in my eyebrows. And I think it's very like specific to you and your situation and also your makeup skill level. Because if you're not someone who's confident that you're going to be able to like do feather-like strokes is the best way I can think about it. Like, you really have to barely touch your skin. If you're not someone who you think you can do that and you just want to scribble it in with the eyebrow pencil and be on your way, honestly, like I am most days, then that's your way to go. But if you really are dedicated to the details and you want people to look at you and just think that your eyebrows are naturally thick and you're willing to take that extra, like maybe minute or so every morning to do the individual hairs, I find that this is probably the best product that I've tried for that situation, because other brands have tried to make their own sort of individual brow hair type product, and I never like them because I usually find them to be too stiff, too like chalky. I've tried a couple of them that felt like they were trying to like rip into my skin. And this is really soft and really flexible and easy to use in the sense that you barely touch it to your face and product is coming out and you don't have to fight with it the way I've had to fight with. I think it was it ABH that made like a thing with 3 nubbins and that was really hard to use, or was it Kat Von D? One of those, like, sort of the bigger Sephora brands that were like really big in like 2016, and I tried it and it was awful and I hated it. This is like definitely an upgraded version of that, and honestly the price point isn't that bad. $16 for an eyebrow product. I feel like, because I'm still stuck in 2016, I feel like that's a lot of money, but if I look at the other brow products that are out there at this point in time, that's actually a fairly reasonable price in comparison to, like, I don't know, like, I think Brow Wiz is like $30 at this point, so this is half that. So for me, price point wise, it's worth it for me to keep using this and keep trying this. I also find that the color match is quite good, like for my natural eyebrows. Like, it really does match my light brown eyebrows. And it makes me just want to keep using it because it's cheap, because it's easy once you get the hang of it. But I will say that I have definitely done my eyebrows with this and gone too heavy and then been like, ugh, they're too dark, or I've drawn them in too thick up and down, and then been like, wait, I look insane, and I need to get micellar water on a Q-tip and just take it off, which it comes off really easy, so I don't know what that whole 2-day tint thing is about. It doesn't come off like sweating or like in the heat though. That I can say for certain, because we've been under like a crazy heat wave and I've been wearing this a lot and sweating and my eyebrows have looked fine, so that's okay. But like with regular makeup remover, it comes off no problem. So yeah, that's kind of my complete thoughts about the Faux Brow Tint Pen. Is if you're willing to kind of like figure out the way that you're gonna finesse how to use it, and there's a color that matches your hair, obviously, I think it's a really good product and it works really well. Just know that there is a little bit of finagling you're gonna have to do, because you have to find like the right pressure to apply so that you don't accidentally make it too thick or too dark. And it's also can be hard to figure out like what direction your hair grows, because like for me, my hair grows in weird directions, so I had to like draw it and make them fit, and then turn the pen thing to the side so that I was getting like more one line for the tails, because my tails are so skinny. It's definitely like it's not a intuitive thing, I find, but it's a really good product, and I think if you're looking for that more sort of natural, what do the kids call it these days? The clean girl makeup, the sort of perfect, just rolled out of bed and I look perfect type makeup, I think this is a really good brow product for someone looking to do that. And it's not that expensive, and it's not impossible to use. You'll be able to figure it out. You know what I mean? And anyway, those are my thoughts on the L'Oreal Faux Brow Tint Pen. That's what it's called. Is this the kind of product that you'd be interested in trying out? And if so, or if not, what brow products are you using? Because I am always on the hunt for new brow products, especially now that I'm kind of changing up the color a little bit. All I've been using is that, or I think I have like a random e.l.f. brow pencil that I've been using, and I have the Sephora Collection Clear Brow Gel. So like, what are you using? I want to try new brow things. I want to get better at my brow game these days. I just do. So let me know what you're using so that I can try it. Please make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and you subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed already, so you can be notified the next time I upload a video, and I will see you in that next upload, I guess. Bye!